Hello dear 10th class. Today we will study our next topic, that is human nervous system. In our previous video we studied about the types of neuron, the sensory, motor and relaying neurons, and also the types of receptors which are present in our sense organs. The human nervous system is basically categorized into three parts: central nervous system, peripheral nervous system and autonomic nervous system. This is central nervous system. Other one is the peripheral nervous system. And for ANS it is autonomic nervous system. So the main coordinating center of our body is central nervous system. It is mainly composed of brain and spinal cord. These two are very delicate tissues, that's why they are protected under certain protective structures inside our body. For example, the brain. Your brain is a very delicate one which is protected inside cranium, or you can call it skull. So your brain is protected inside a cranium, a hard shell. And what about spinal cord? Spinal cord is present at the back of our body. So it is enclosed inside vertebral column. In simple words, you can also write spinal cord is present inside your backbone. Okay? Whatever the actions our body is performing, first of all, its primary work is to identify the stimulus, and the stimulus information is sent to brain where the thinking occurs. It will analyze the type of stimulus and send the impulses to spinal cord, and the spinal cord will help to coordinate our actions with the help of peripheral nervous system. So our brain and spinal cord, they forms the main coordinating center which will interact with the surrounding environment with the help of peripheral nervous system. Peripheral nervous system is that nervous system which help us to communicate with the surrounding environment with the help of nerves. With the help of what? With the help of nerves. Nerves are actually various kinds of neurons which are arranged in chain to chain arrangement throughout our body parts. These nerves are basically of two types. One is the cranial nerves and the other is the spinal nerves. Cranial nerves are those which arises from our brain and control our upper body parts. And whereas the spinal nerves, these are originated from our spinal cord and they are controlling our lower body part. Let's come back to central nervous system. So in case of central nervous system, we are having two important parts, brain and spinal cord. Brain is not single unit, it is composed of three parts. One is known as forebrain, second is the midbrain, and the third is the hindbrain. Forebrain. Forebrain is also known as cerebrum. It is responsible for thinking. Thinking for what? Everything. Whatever we are doing here, whatever we are having experiences, everything is stored inside the cerebrum. It has certain associated lobes which helps in sight, vision, whatever the things we are doing in our daily life activities, every information is stored inside cerebrum. Cerebrum also controls our emotions, our hunger, thirst, your learning and thinking, everything is controlled by cerebrum. Okay, let's come to the next one, midbrain. Midbrain helps to control our special type of actions called as reflex actions. Reflex actions are such type of automatic actions which are taken place by our body suddenly. For example, if you are moving along the road and suddenly a snake came in front of us, what will we do? We will jump over it or away from that snake. This is our reflex action on observing that snake which is running in front of us. It's a kind of reflex action which occurs automatically. Fine. The third one is the hindbrain. Hindbrain has basically three parts. The third part is not mentioned because we are studying human nervous system according to a NCERT syllabus. ठीक है, तो मैं यहाँ डिस्प्ले कर देती हूँ another one, that is the pons. Okay, there are mainly three parts of the hindbrain: medulla, pons, and cerebellum. Cerebellum is meant for maintaining our posture. पोस्चर मीन्स कैसे हम खड़े होते हैं, हमारी बॉडी बैलेंस में हेल्प करता है, दैट इज cerebellum. And also along with that it helps us to control our voluntary actions. Voluntary actions ऐसे actions होते हैं जो परफॉर्म करते हैं हम अपनी विल के अकॉर्डिंग, मीन्स अपनी इच्छा के अनुसार होने वाले काम को हम कहते हैं voluntary actions, which is generally performed by hands and your legs. ठीक है. Next is the medulla. Medulla helps to control our involuntary actions, which are generally performed by your internal organs. Third is the pons. Pons, which helps to control only the respiration. It controls our respiration rate, respiration process. Fine. Let's come to autonomic nervous system. This nerves part are already we have covered, where from cranial, or we can say brain, 13 pair of nerves originate, which helps to control the upper body part. Spinal nerves, there are 31 pairs of spinal nerves which will control the lower part. Next is the autonomic nervous system. This autonomic nervous system which activates automatically when we are in any kind of tension or in case of emergency. What happens, one hormone we have studied in earlier classes, adrenaline, that is the emergency hormone that rises in our body during emergency situations, which will increase our heart rate. That increase in heart rate, fine. The autonomic nervous system, this nervous system is directly act according to that emergency, and target organ is the heart. So here we are having two parts of autonomic nervous system. One is known as sympathetic and the other one is the parasympathetic. In case of sympathetic nervous system, the sympathetic nervous system stimulates increase in heart rate during emergency situation. Okay. Whenever we overcome that emergency situation, now the parasympathetic nervous system will get activated and it will decrease our heartbeat to normal. Okay. Both the types of nervous system, sympathetic and parasympathetic nervous system, both functions antagonistically. Antagonistically means both work opposite to each other. Fine. So they are meant to control our heart rate positively. So human nervous system is basically of three parts. Central nervous system, it is the main coordinating center. Peripheral nervous system, which helps to coordinate the central nervous system with the surrounding environment. And the third is the autonomic nervous system, which activates automatically. Here you have to study about the structures which protects your brain and spinal cord and the parts of brain, whatever they are controlling. For example, thinking is mainly done by cerebrum. Midbrain will control your respiration aspects as well as your reflex actions. Hindbrain will control voluntary, every kind of your body action is controlled by hindbrain. Fine. Autonomic nervous system, it is related to your emergency situations which will target your heart. Both the parts of autonomic nervous system occur actions, their actions are opposite to each other. If one is increasing the heart rate, the other one will lower it down to the normal. Fine. So this is all about human nervous system according to your NCERT syllabus. In my next video, I will share the human nervous system according to the resonance books, resonance course. Fine. Thank you.